Hey YouTube, as the title says, we're going to talk about bottle caps. We're going to talk about my opinion on it. I would like to say a couple things here because I just shot a 13-minute video and I'm going to redo it again because I felt like I went too hard. So I want to lay out this out at the beginning. This is my opinion only. Although I may go hard at you in the ending, it is your decision how you want to play this game. I do respect what you would want to do in the ending. Everyone plays this game different. Everyone has different value of how they value money and how they value money spent on this game. So everyone's going to do everything differently. With all that said, $20 for a bottle cap. And I'm going to lay out some arguments here. You can agree or disagree. I want this to be a conversation. So please comment below anything that sparks that you think about this or anything that I say that you want to respond to. Let's talk about these bottle caps. Basically, on starting Monday, for $20 US $19.99, you can get a Go Pass Deluxe for this event. And the Go Pass Deluxe allows you to get mostly a bottle cap and a couple avatar items and premium passes and a couple bonuses. So the first thing I'm going to say is I'm going to keep saying $20 for a bottle cap. And then I know people in the comments are going to be like, it's not just a bottle cap. Look at all these other bonuses and stuff. So avatars are like $3 to $5 on their own. My argument is going to be avatar items, premium passes, incense, lucky eggs, incubators, lure modules can all be bought with coins. And coins you can get for free in the game by defending gyms. So I've been playing this game long enough that I don't need to buy lucky eggs or incense, but I buy incubators and green passes that are part of great boxes with coins that I get for defending gyms. So all these sort of premium items that you get for paying money, I would argue that you can get them for free in the game. You do not need to pay money. It just may take a little longer to get them. The second thing I'm going to say is look at all these other milestone bonuses. And 2 times candy for hatching eggs, additional candy XL, 2 times Stardust. Yes, these are cool bonuses. These are cool bonuses that should be any sort of bonus in an event. And this is going to be part of the aspect where I'm talking about how the giving more money to the game but getting less in return just seems to be the way this game is going. And it goes beyond that though. So you get this, you have to, I highlighted this up here, you basically need to grind points in a very short time. It's actually very tough to actually fulfill this. I don't know about tough, but you need to play basically every single day, grind the points, get through the entire Go Pass, get to the last item because it's the last item on the list, get the item, use the item before Go Fest or July 6th, or you have like a week to use this after you get it. And then you need to do hyper training, and they talk about what hyper training is. Other content creators talk about that. I don't really want to talk about what you do with these things. I want to talk about the price of this thing. So there are 3 things that I want to talk about here. The first thing is, of course, this is just where the game is going. And it's something that I've raised multiple times and other content creators have. We are now getting more tickets at a higher price for less value in the ending. For those of you who have been playing since 2016, 2018, we had 2 events per month that had 1 ticket, 1 community ticket, and that 1 community ticket was $1, and that $1 was value back in the day. You got you're talking about, oh, look at, I can get like incubators and lure modules, and like you were getting this stuff, a good amount of this stuff for $1 in the community back in the day. And then over time, it has become 3, 4, 5 events per week, multiple times with tickets. These tickets are started at like $1, $2, are now $4 or $5 in most cases, and $20 in this case. And the price just keeps going up, and they hide either a Pokemon or some extreme resource behind it, and that is the value that they're adding, which is insane value in my opinion. But the problem is, and this is where I apologize for the first time that I'm going to call you guys out, people buy it. And people buy it at a shockingly high amount. And the reason that they feel like they can get away with putting a $20 gold bottle cap behind a ticket is because they know a ton of people will buy this. And this leads me to my point number 2. What are you getting for this? So obviously, for those of you who do not know, a gold battle cup allows you to take any Pokemon from whatever IVs to hundo IVs. So you can take whatever crappy IVs you have on a Pokemon, any Pokemon you have, train it up with these training tasks, and you will get a hundo. So there's 2 things I can have for this. People are going to argue this is pay to win. And I will argue, first of all, are you winning anything? Because I would argue you're just paying for something. A lot of people like hundos, a lot of people like shundos, a lot of people like rare Pokemon. A lot of people, there's whatever, people value Pokemon differently. But what made shundos and nundos and low 50 whatever Pokemon cool was people were out there grinding for it. People were out there doing, again, there's a paid aspect to this, but people were out there grinding like hundreds of raids, doing hundreds of eggs, traveling the world, doing this, doing that. That at least takes some skill. It costs money, but at least it took time and effort in. You are now paying. There's no skill involved in this. The skill is, am I going to be able to put in my credit card correctly? That's a skill that you need to get this hundo that you want. So there is absolutely no skill involved in this. There is no achievement in my mind. People are gonna be like, oh, look, this now cool hundo I got. And Nick just put out a video where he's like, here are all the Pokemon that you can spend it on. You can spend it on a shiny that you want to make a hundo. You can spend it on a shiny with a cool background. You can spend it on a mythical where you only get one of those and you want a better RVs. You can spend it on the first Pokemon you've ever got. So now your first Pokemon, it can now be a hundo. Sure, there are lots of options to spend this on. But what, like, again, there's 2 aspects I have of this. The first part is, would you feel any sort of sense of accomplishment for just paying to get that to a certain level? Yes or no? Please answer below, because I do not find paying to get something a great, like, this is like the equivalent of paying someone to trade you a shiny Pika Libre. Like, you did nothing. You paid money. There's no value to me. There's no accomplishment, the value. There's no pride in just paying for something. And this leads me to the second point. What are you actually getting out of this? And people are like, I'm going to get a cool shundo. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. I'm going to quote, I got Willy Wonka, the clip of, you get nothing, you lose. This is how I feel. What are you getting? You are paying real money that you have made working, whatever, however you've gotten your money. And you're paying it to a multi-billion-dollar corporation now in Saudi Arabia so that you can get one Pokemon, in a game where people have 5,000 to 7,000 Pokemon. You are going to get one Pokemon to a certain level so you can what? Post it on your Twitter and get some likes, get that dopamine rush? Like, is that what we're doing here? Are we paying $20 so we can put some value in a Pokemon in a 9-year-old mobile game so that we can post it on our social media and get likes? Is that truly what we're doing here? Like, what value does a hundo whatever truly have? In the real world, absolutely nothing. But to people who are so enamored with this game and have put so much time and effort into it and feel the FOMO and feel like they have to play in every event and feel like they have to pay every ticket and feel like their Pokemon or the Poke Daxi that all the time and effort they put in they need to keep it going. Like, I wish I could just shake them and be like, I understand what Pokemon Go has done for people. I understand how people have done this in dark times and this has helped them get through dark times. I understand this is how people have made friends. Maybe you're feeling a little isolated. Pokemon Go brought the world together. and you are making friends that you never thought you'd make. And I understand the value of the game. What I do not understand is the value of paying $20 to get one Pokemon at a hundo. And my concern, even more so than that, is Nick. Again, I'm not calling him Nick or anything. I'm just because I just watched his video. I think he does. I love how he actually covers events. That's why I watched him. But he covered a variety of different type of Pokemon that you can spend money on to spend this bottle cap on. So my question for you is, if you've got all this FOMO and you are like, I've got to get this bottle cap to spend on this one Pokemon, is it just going to be one? How many Pokemon do you have in your mind that you want to build up this? 1, 2, 5, 10? Because when they see how many people are going to buy this gold bottle cap, which seems to be a high amount based on the comments that I'm seeing. I saw a lot of like, there's no way this is outpriced, I'm not buying this. So I'm not saying that a lot of people would buy it, but I'm just saying it's probably it's probably a shockingly high number for what you think, for the value that you're getting of this. It's probably a shockingly high number, the amount of people that are going to buy this. And they're going to look at this, again, these corporations do not care about you. You are nothing to them. You are a number on a spreadsheet that they need to look at for their financial success at the end of the year. You yourself, you as a person mean nothing to them. So what you're going to do is they're going to look at this and go like, dang, man, we just made a crazy ton of money because people need this validation of a hundo, shundo, whatever. Time to start putting this out every month. Every month you can get a gold bottle cap as part of your monthly thing. How many times are you going to buy it? Once a month? Are you going to spend $240 plus a month to build up 12 Pokemon to get this hundo, to get the validation? I just don't, again, and this is why I said a story at the beginning, because you can value your money how you want to value money. You can play the game how you want to play. What I am finding hard is, and this will be my last point, during COVID, the game got better. They implemented remote raise. They implemented increased radius. They didn't come to that. And since then, they have just taken away. And during one of those takeaways, the community got together and said, no, we will not accept the way that you are trying to make this game. We are not spending money. And all the content creators, the huge content creators got together and says, we're not spending money. And that trickled to all the community. Speaking about how Pokemon Go brought the community together in 2016, the accessibility issue brought people together and said, we are not spending money on this game. You need to listen to us and make the changes that we want to make, not run the game how you want to run it. And they listened. And they kept the increased radius. And I think they did like one or two other things, but the increased radius was the huge one. And we got that win. And since that time, we have taken 40 to 50 losses in this game with less value and pushing their narrative however they want to play this game, pushing the way that they want it to be played, and ignoring the community and continued issues in the game and costing and increasing prices and giving decreased value. And we have just sat and said, okay, sure, no problem, Niantic, no problem, Scopely. If you want to charge us hundreds of dollars per month for less value, we're okay with that. I don't know where the fight went in with this community. It's something in the last 4 years, people have just come resigned to this is the way it is. So and I don't know whether just because like we got the one win and for every loss you're just like okay, or just because people are just like I've played this game again. The FOMO is very real with people. I've played this game since 2016. This game means so much to me. I can't let this go. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. So they know as a company they can bend you over, and that's essentially what they're doing. And people are just like, fine, I'm fine with all this. And I'm saying you should not be fine with it. A $20 gold battle cap is something that you should say, I am not fine with this. Let's raise our voices. And on the other end, I'm now seeing the exact opposite. I'm seeing I can't wait to use this to build up this Pokemon with this gold bottle cap. And for me, it's just shocking. So those are my thoughts on this. Like I said, let me know your thoughts. People will probably have a completely different take because people are at different points in their lives with this game, and they're at different points of their lives with money and what they value and everything. Like I said, I'm right now a single income household with 2 young kids. To spend $20 to build up one Pokemon to a certain level in this game could not be the worst value for money analysis I've seen in my entire life. Like, when everything in the world is sky high in price and the world is exploding, we're gonna send money to Saudi Arabia so we can build up one Pokemon to a hundo. Like, that's where we're going with this. Okay, that's enough ranting. That's enough. At this point, I think I'm just gonna start rambling if I keep going any longer. So, with that, I will say, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you agree, disagree, love to know, love to discuss this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.